Hello, David. Hi, my name is Holly.
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you too. How are you feeling today?
Better than most days, since I lost my wife 7 years ago. And it was hard for me the first year, especially in the spring. No, she died in January,
Mhm.
but I was numb till, all that time, smoking a lot of pot. And that helped me, get smoking cigarettes. I was smoking at the time.
Mm.
But the worst part was in the spring, going outside and seeing all what she grew and everything really hit home. Uh, so, and I'm depressed sometimes. Uh, especially when I see couples together. Older couples too is even worse because her and I thought we were gonna grow old together. Though my wife always knew she was gonna die earlier in age. So, but
I'm so sorry she passed.
yeah.
You know,
Thank you.
she sounded like a gardener. Was she a gardener?
Yes, yeah, she had a good green thumb. It was really, we always had vegetables from the garden. It was really nice. And now I see the garden, it's weeds growing through it, and I'm not a gardener, so I don't. I keep her garden there, but anyway, I keep the plants going in the house.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep them going, and that'll do. And but
Where did
yeah,
she pass away from?
she had lymphoma,
Oh,
went fourth stage, and yeah, and it took her fast because I've known people that have had it in like 2 years. They're getting chemo and they're all, but it took her fast, and I think she had a lot to do with that. She didn't fight it enough. That's what I thought. Maybe she wasn't capable. She was always sick after the chemo. Uh, Always needed blood transfusions.
oh
So
my.
that kind of told us right there. It's not working. And, so I finally talked to the doctor, and he stopped the last two. And she ended up in ICU one day, and she never, went right from there to the morgue. And,
I am so sorry that you suffered from
thank you.
that. That is
Yes.
awful.
Yeah.
Going through that.
She's a good mother, good wife, but I miss her a lot.
Well, I'm glad you're here today. Just meeting up and just getting to know each other and understanding why you're here for therapy. And I'm really glad that you're here and getting help.
Oh,
That's good.
thank you. Yeah.
So I want to introduce myself and just so you can understand, where I come from and what to expect in therapy. Okay.
Okay.
So I have my license in mental health care counseling. I also have advanced training in DBT, CBT, EMDR, and ARC.
Mm.
And in therapy, I want to help you overcome the battles that you have
Yeah.
and provide you with tools that you can use when I'm not around.
Oh.
If you're feeling really depressed at home and, finding coping strategies to help you get through it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I want to let you know that when we do sessions, that if you have a session that you want to just talk and have no interruptions, let me know. Because I understand some clients like to just keep talking and not have anyone interrupt, and you just let me know, and I'm okay with that.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I also have to do an intake today. And I don't want to do it quite yet because it is a lot of questions and it gets lengthy.
Yeah.
I would actually like to play a game called Uno.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever played Uno before?
Long time ago.
Okay.
I'm a quick study when it comes to cards. Because
Nice.
I'm not a card player, but the regular like Crazy Eights and the
Yeah,
regular.
Crazy Eights is good too.
Yeah, and I picked that up, but I don't know. I don't have an interest in cards. Everybody does.
Well, I think we could play, kind of get to know each other.
Yeah.
And I also have some social questions to kind of prompt us to kind of get more comfortable and familiar.
Oh,
Sound
good.
good?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna hand out 5 cards for me, 5 cards for you, and let's say, so for the social aspect, let's say we'll do the number 5. If I have the number 5 and I put it down, I'm going to offer information about myself for you, so you get to know who I am.
Oh, okay.
And then if you put the number 5 down, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. That way I can get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. A lot of cards to shuffle. I think that's good.
Do I
No.
open my cards?
Yeah, like any card game, yeah. And there's gonna be some funky looking kind of cards. And if what you want to do is you want to match the color,
Okay.
or say you have the number, match the number.
Oh.
But let's do an easier one. So this is an easier one. So you got 2 in green.
Yeah.
And so if you have a green card with a different number, put it down. If you have a number 2 with a different color, go ahead and put it down. Ooh, I got no 5s yet.
No.
Okay, let's see. This 6 or 9? That's definitely 6. Oh, but I do have a green. Okay, so this card means that you have to pick up 2 cards from this pile. I know, sorry. Okay, so then if you have a green card, you can put down, or if you have a +2, you can put down too. Ooh, nice. I don't have either of them. Yeah. Ooh, I like this one. Wild.
So that means you can change that.
Yes, you can change the color. Ah, you remember. Yes, good memory. Let's do red. So you have to put down any red card that you have. Yep.
Good, thanks. Yeah.
Get rid of those red cards.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. We've got one.
Another red.
Another red. Okay. I got another red, but you know what? Since we're not hitting up any 5s, I'm going to start asking you. I'm going to provide some info about myself.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I like to hike. That is one thing I'd like to offer you. Yeah.
Okay, same here.
Oh, you do? Awesome. Very cool.
In fact, I joined a meetup group, hiking group, just to make up the time that, I don't have my wife around, and to meet new people, and it's really helped. And I've been doing it since a good 6 years.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Quit smoking.
Good for you.
Yeah, because after your spouse dies of a lung disease, it's a lot easier, an incentive for me to, quit. So that I did.
That's a huge battle to overcome too, on top of your wife passing away and to quit smoking. I mean, kudos to you.
I mean, right after she died, I smoked like a chimney, but I said, this can't go on because I'll end up, like she did. And her problem wasn't directly to smoking, it was because of the other diseases and everything. But smoking just didn't help. It made it just sped it up. I think if she wasn't smoking or was never a smoker, she probably would have lived a little longer.
Yeah. You said she had other diseases? She was sick before the cancer?
Oh, yeah, she had a tick bite. The Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It almost took her life when she was 5. Then losing her father didn't help. It's all, I don't know, it's not only physical. Yes, yeah. Very rough family life, too.
And then having her diseases and then cancer after. I mean, she suffered.
When people ask, where were you raised? Well, she couldn't answer that. If anything, she was lowered.
Yeah.
You know, if you get what I'm talking about, family. The family didn't help. There were a couple of members in her family, so she dragged that all through our marriage and stuff. She just wouldn't let it go, and I can understand. It's very hard. So that doesn't give you health anyway.
No, it can lower your immune system.
The
It's
system.
everything. It adds on and adds on to more stress.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, to see her through that amount of pain, that must have been
Yeah.
hard to see.
She was
her
always in pain. But she didn't show it.
Mhm.
In autoimmune, you look at the person and they basically, what's wrong with you? You look fine, but people don't understand it.
What happens on the inside?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And that took a long time for me to understand that.
To go through that struggle. I mean, and look at you right now, though. You quit smoking cigarettes and you're
Yeah.
doing meetups. And that's really good that you wanted to try to make yourself better rather than,
Yes. And like when I see other couples, especially older ones, that's the word. The young ones, no, because their life isn't done yet.
Yeah.
And, I always thought I'd be, growing old with her. And, unfortunately, we were going to take a cross-country trip, rent a van, and then fly back from wherever, we had it, we were talking about it, but that, unfortunately, I'll have to look for somebody else, because I don't like flying, but I will drive out there.
I mean, that's definitely hard to have the expectation that you're going to grow old with your wife
Yes.
and have those years with her left and
Yeah.
then just have her taken away.
Because I've been married before,
Mhm.
8 years before that, no kids or nothing, and this one when I married Isabel, I wanted for keeps, and I didn't want to go through the dating and all that. I just, like I said, grow old with her.
And I feel like you have to go back to the dating.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, and that's I don't know.
It's not
That's
easy.
very frustrating because after my first marriage, I was young, so it wasn't hard meeting people.
Mhm.
But now, as we get older, our values change, and especially with women when they're in the dating, it's going to be really hard for them to pick the right one to spend the rest of their life with. And and they don't trust maybe because they had a really bad marriage. Even my first marriage wasn't a bad marriage. It wasn't contested, and we parted as friends. And luckily, there were no kids involved, so nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Usually, that's the case.
And that's good that you mentioned that other women that you're looking for to date, they might not trust, and that's good that you mentioned that
Yeah.
there might be an issue for them too, that you're not just looking at it through your perspective, you're seeing how other people are.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's really nice that you look at it that way.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was wondering why women are so off when you try to date them or something or communicate. They just don't trust. They won't leave a number and a phone. I can see the website, your email, okay, because you can do a lot of damage on. But a phone number, you just block the person, and and
They might
women
not know
like
how
to
to
pen.
block.
Huh?
They might not know how to block.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I had to Google search that.
But where was I going with this?
So leaving their number and
Yeah.
then
Oh yeah.
emailing.
No, they want a pen pal, and I
Oh.
stipulate in my thing there. I says this pen pal and texting will only go so far with me because I want human interaction, and you
Yeah.
don't get that.
Online, no,
and
that's true.
And I've seen some women that agree with the same thing. Very, very few, and others they want to keep. They think just by being a pen pal, you get to know the person, but you don't know how they're feeling. When when you're doing these texts, there's no, because there's no interaction.
Yeah, you can't hear their voice, you can't see their
Yes.
face, you can't hear the laughter, if there is laughter going on.
Exactly, and all in all, they just want a pen pal. Maybe because their spouse doesn't talk to them. See, I always talked with my wife. I always kept the communication
That's
going.
good. Very
And
good.
if I did, she would make damn sure I
She likes to communicate, huh?
Yes, yeah.
That's good though that you do communicate. It helps with relationships, definitely.
did. Oh, yeah.
But some of these women might want a pen pal just to kind of get to know someone very slowly, and it might be kind of romantic in their way, but
Yeah, to me, I disagree.
it's not
with
what
the
you
pen
want,
pal,
though.
right? Yeah, it just doesn't. Why don't we meet in public, which I always recommend, and I'm sure that, and where there's people around, what the heck's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And but I don't know.
It's good that you're trying, that she's passed away. You're on your 7th year that she's passed away, and you're trying to date other women. And with the meetups too, you're making some friends.
Oh, hell yeah!
Good.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll text. Well, it's a text through the meetup and say, "Hey, you want to go hiking?" If it's just
message.
me, and I've done it with guys too. We got together, so it's not only women.
But you're having guy friends.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Good.
Slowly, I'd rather have a women friends.
Nothing bad about having a guy friend. A guy's night out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh my goodness, I just realized we haven't even finished the game.
Yeah.
That's good. We went off topic though. I believe, is it your turn?
Who put down the 6?
I did. I think, that was me.
My turn.
Yeah. So you either got a red or a, yep. Oh,
What's
lucky
this one?
you.
I can change it, right?
No, you're skipping me, going back to you.
You.
Yep. So
but
you
I
got
can
a red.
change it now?
No, so it's either going to be a red or the same symbol. You might
How
have
about
to pick.
the 4 colors? There's a
Oh,
red in it.
that's a wild. You might want to put that down. Yeah. Well, this is even. Oh, so this is bad for me. I gotta pick up 4 cards.
I love your honesty.
Yes. That is how I am. Very honest. Let's see. So, which color do you want?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. Let's see. I'll do 1 in blue.
Bye bye.
Oh, so in this case, you're gonna say uno when you have one card. When you have 1 card, just for future reference. When you have 1 card, you're gonna say uno and then put it down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But you technically did win, so that was really good.
You know what? I played that with some Hispanic friends because the word uno, and I remember, I forgot who it was, but the woman. Oh, she loved saying that word. Uno!
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Oh, man, that's cool. I bet her accent saying it must have been nice. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's funny. I played with a group of kids, I think it was like 10 of us, and Howie's got through that many people with that many cards.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you had to yell Uno because it was such a big crowd.
Yeah.
Uno! I was like, yes.
Not bad for my first time.
No, really, really good. Winning on your first time, I gotta say, that's really good. Alright, so. Okay, so since you won, you go first.
Alright. Should I change?
Oh, changing the color? So am I.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. No, you didn't. Changing the number. Oh, man. So this is like...
We gotta go backwards now?
Yeah, so it's tricky because there's only 2 of us. If it was
Yeah.
a group, it would be different. But I guess it kind of... You just put it down and nothing happens. But what's funny is I have the same one.
Oh.
So color changes.
Okay, thanks.
Mm.
Uno.
Oh no! I'm afraid you have a blue. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I got Uno too, but we'll see what you got.
Oh, shoot.
No blue, no red. Ooh,
Oh, I
so
got a
since I
red.
put one down, oh no, it's blue or a 5. I'm sorry. I just messed you
What are you,
up.
colorblind?
I know, right? Okay, so I'm gonna, since I put down the 5, I'm gonna offer information about myself again.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yes. So let's see. My favorite food to eat is buffalo chicken pizza. You don't like it?
No, I like chicken, but
Oh, not the buffalo. Oh, too hot.
Yeah.
I don't really like hot spicy food, but that I'll take. And I feel like it's not. I guess maybe because I'm too used to it as spicy anymore. It used to be when I first started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend. About turkey drumsticks.
Oh.
Where I live alone, I don't want to buy a whole turkey. I'll be eating it for the next 3 weeks. So I go to Market Basket and they sell drumsticks year round.
Yeah.
Where I normally shop, it's only during the holidays because they break up the turkey there, and then you can get a drumstick. 'Cause that's basically the only piece of meat I like from the turkey.
Mhm.
Well, I like the white meat, but the dark meat's the best, for me. But I do like chicken, but not the buffalo.
Not the buffalo. Turkey's good though. Ooh.
Yes.
I like fried
Isn't
turkey.
it better for you?
I honestly don't know. Yeah, that's something to Google
We're all
search.
injected with something.
All right, so since I put this down, do you you don't have anything to put? No 5, no blue.
No.
No. Okay. You gotta pick a card.
Oh. So you can keep picking till.
Yes, I have had literally. I remember I was playing with a client of mine. I literally had half the deck. It was awful. He's like, "You are never gonna win, Miss Holly." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I will." Yeah. It was really bad.
What's the reverse? The 2 arrows.
So that, like, if we had like 3 people playing, if we were rotating this way, then it would go the complete
so we're gonna
opposite.
eliminate.
Well, just put it down if you want. If it's blue, I would just do it.
No, I ain't blue.
No, okay.
I forgot this one. I can.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Let's see.
So now you can put down any color.
Actually, you're gonna pick the color, and then you pick the color, and then I pick 4 cards. Okay. What color do you want to put down?
Oh,
Okay. So I'm going to skip you, comes back to me. Skip you, comes back to me. Nope, I can't put that down. I can't put anything down. Your turn. Okay. All right. Okay, so I actually have to pause it because we are running a little bit out of time.
okay.
But since we actually have to stop and get going on the questions.
Oh, okay.
If you want to take a bathroom break, you're more than welcome to. Okay?
Okay.
Just put cards down.
I just want to know